Hey everyone, it is week 4 for EDT 570. So let's jump right into it. Quick video this week, and then a quick little story for you. So this week we're continuing to look at reflective practice and technology integration. This week you are going to be implementing, right? So your plan, your progress report is due next week. The idea, if we look at the next 4 weeks, is implementing this week. Progress report plan is due next week. Week 6 is heavy reading. You're digging deep into John Dewey. More on that later. Week 7 is creating the presentation, and then your big assignment. And then week 8 is reflecting upon your assignment. So everything kind of, we're ramping right up to week 7, and then kind of reflection in week 8, which seems completely fitting. So just take a look at that. Make sure you're continuing to do the weekly Microsoft Flip reflection. There is, my goodness, the title of this, Blog Mediated Reflection for Professional Development, Exploring Themes and Criticality of L2 Teachers' Reflective Practice. What does all of that mean? It's another take around reflective practice. It's one of those where, including the last handful of pages, where are we at the end? The last 3 pages, are going to be references, but it's another kind of 20-page article to read over and take a look at. And then you're going to have that reflection on Flip. Those will be graded, by the way, at the end. At the end of week 8, you'll see that grade appear. So as long as you're getting one of those in every week, you're good to go. Please do not skip those. Those are points you're going to want in this course. The last thing this morning, I was at NVIDIA, the tech company what is their new slogan? The world leader in artificial intelligence computing. I got to go there with the NVIDIA CEO, the mayor of San Jose, the provost of San Jose State, and about a dozen other people for kind of a show and tell in their executive briefing center. It was a handful of pretty extraordinarily impressive demos, and then a conversation about kind of what's next for AI, San Jose, education, and things are moving so quickly. And this is that moment where what has been working, I don't even know, let me rephrase that. What schools have been doing is going to be disrupted in almost every way. And so the reason I'm bringing it up now is not so much of the humble brag, although, dude, that was it was a morning. To get, not just read an article about, here's what's next for AI, here's what NVIDIA, the world leader in artificial intelligence computing, is doing. And they're a hardware company and a software company. They're not you don't buy NVIDIA things, but then companies will buy NVIDIA's things and build on them. So they make the things for people to make the things, which is a way maybe they're not on the top of, you're like, oh, NVIDIA, no way. Their CEO, Jensen, did you get to meet him? He was not there, and you probably didn't know his name. I didn't either until today. But to not just read about an article about kind of next steps, but to be in the room where those conversations were happening, it was clear just how much of a priority this is for a town like San Jose. The city that when most people say Silicon Valley, Bay Area, tech innovation, they're often referring to San Jose in particular. So as we hear about the mayor talking with these companies that this is a priority, this is what they're looking for, partnering with San Jose State to help grow people to lead kind of the next generation, and what that looks like kind of K-12 as we kind of backwards plan. And I think the way it applies to this course is that you are developing these really powerful skills around reflective practice that can be applied to anything. So depending on how long you've been teaching, a lot of your teaching career has looked pretty similar with what students do, with what you do, with how you assess, with even just as simple as how kids cheat depending on what grade they're in. And all of that very, very, very quickly is changing in massive ways. And it was abundantly clear that we often talk about preparing children for a world that we can't imagine. We're right there right now in ways that I have not seen in 10 years as a tech director, or 20 years in education. It's a big deal. And so try and think in our next 5 weeks as we're just diving into this course. Maybe that becomes kind of a lens or like a mile marker way down the road of knowing that AI is going to massively disrupt every part of your life, in a similar way that electricity would, right? Like, this is the analogy that the people making these decisions around these companies are using. What are ways where maybe your reflective practice might help in that change? That is my suggestion for you, my goal for you. Looking forward to what you share this week. And that is all for this week. So happy week 3, everybody. Week 4. I'm not going to redo the video just because I said the wrong week at the end. Happy week 4, everybody.